So we are at the History of Lynn Museum, and today we are looking at lots of different bits. I did try and do a live stream, but I couldn't get a signal. So we are having to film like this, which isn't great. But we are going to attempt to film like this. So we are looking at the history of Lynn, and you can do lots of little interactive bits that tell you about all the stuff that is in each of the little things. So you've got everything from a swivel gun from 1643 to a cannonball, and it goes through all of the details that you can look at. This is an octank, which sailors used, and they use it to navigate using the moon and the stars and the sun. So it's kind of cool, and it tells you all about the little bits. So if you need to know, here we have a beautiful, look at this. Obviously, KINGSLYNN was a fishery, and as you can see, they also used to do, I don't know if you can see it right in the back there, but they used to do whaling as well. And sugar bee introduced into Norfolk as well. My granddad was a farmer and did work out on the farms, and obviously Campbell Soup had their place in KINGSLYNN until a few years ago they had the Campbell's Tower that was then ceremoniously demolished. Which side should we go? We'll have a look. So this is all about the history of KINGSLYNN. So here we have a noble knight. Little house. This is the KINGSLYNN baby house. The doll's house dates back from 1740. That is proper old. Now I have a thing for dolls' houses, but I have a thing for a more Victorian style doll's house. The changing times. You've got Sir Charles Thomas, Sir William Swatman, Frederick Savage, and Florence Ada Coxon. And these are the mayors throughout the years. So, like I said, ooh, this is quite cool. This is Walter Coney's A Glimpse of Marble Medieval Splendor. So, looks beautiful. So Walter was a merchant of KINGSLYNN. He was the mayor of Lynn 4 times. Wow, he was good, wasn't he? Devout Christian, and he's buried in the Trinity Chapel. So that's kind of cool. Look at that. Beautifully carved. So we have the freedom of Lynn. How did you become a burgee? So this is pretty cool. I mean, look at that. And the book that you have to sign, obviously. So for centuries, the great treasury, a trade of craft person could own, was the freedom of Lynn. It later gave its owner huge advantages. I mean, well, that's kind of like most councils, isn't it? People were entitled to the freedom by their father being a burgess, completing an apprenticeship in town, living here for a year, or at the council's discretion. Now, I bet the council's discretion was more likely, let's be honest. That kind of thing is more at the council's discretion, is it? Favoritism, maybe? Here we have some of the silver plates and dishes used in the town halls, and the collection plates and everything used, which is also very cool. I'm going to make each of these videos maybe around 5 minutes, so that we don't completely use up all the time. So this is the Red Register of Lynn. It's a 700-year-old register, and it's the oldest complete paper archive book in England. It has 1,300 pages, are very rare in England, and most books were made from parchments, stretched and scrapped pieces of sheep, goat, or calf skin. Very nice. So, this is the little register, and look at the amazing print on that. Look at that. That person's handwriting. It's like a doctor's handwriting where you can never understand their handwriting. So here we have a timeline. So Lynn's population is nearly half by the Black Death, good old Black Death. Then you have the Red Register, which was the thing round the corner. And then there was the Winterland flood. Obviously, Britain is renowned for floods, so it doesn't surprise you. Lynn is the fourth largest port in England after London, Boston, and Southampton. Surprisingly, not to see Yarmouth on there. So it's a noble city noted for its trade. Obviously, I told you it was to do with fishery, and obviously you had the whaling. See the Doomsday records, William the Conqueror, and then going right the way back to the 1600, St. Felix of Burgundy converts people to Christianity about 4 miles from Lynn. And there you have just a little overview of the beginnings and the developments of King's Lynn, dating back to the 600s right up to 1350. This is quite cute. You have a mock-up of like the little councilmen and that. Here you have some of the used brickwork within Norfolk. You've got black flint, Suffolk oak, red brick, which is what most buildings are made out of, and then the Lincolnshire limestone. Quite a lot of Norfolk is red brick. This is the KINGSLYNN Town Hall complex, as you can see. The development of the town hall of 600 years. And here is again the little register that we said about. So you've got the information there, which is cool. Amazing, huh? So it's a little information thing, which is kind of cool. See, and you can like find out little bits of information, and then you can write your own name on here, which is quite cool. So little bits. So here's some more information about the Red Register of Lynn that we just looked up. The Red Register recorded the life of the borough and the admission of the burghers, which is the people they either let in by choice or by doing the requirements to be let into it. The register included the copies of wills of more than 90 men and women, including obviously the year of the Black Death, where they obviously had more. It is the oldest book, which is quite nice to see. A lot of people don't keep records nowadays. Everything is now online, isn't it? So here's the continuing history going from 1400s to 2000. So the growth of Lynn. Lynn has progressed quite a lot. And here you have again that Suit Campbell's manufacture, which I actually saw the Suit Campbell's tower fall down. I've actually got a video of that. I was there when it fell. It got up incredibly early to see Campbell's tower go in Lynn. It was a sad occasion because it's now where a Tesco's is built. So here we have, look at this. So here's Lynn over here. So this is trading links. Obviously you've got the trading links of Lynn, because Lynn obviously exports. And like I said, the fishing and everything that was in here. See Captain and Lynn and fishing, which is kind of cool. And they have all these little activities for kids, which is like so cool. Obviously they dealt in fish and stuff like that, which is kind of awesome. And then I was born here. My name's as you go around here, we will cut to part 2 of the video.